Just about to head out. Been sick for the last few days, or last week and a bit, and the antibiotics. I got to take something in the morning before I go, and I'm supposed to eat. So I'm just taking a minute, having a coffee, and a bit of toast, and the mist is actually lifting. It was pretty foggy overnight. We had I think a low of about 1 or 0. And today's supposed to be a nice sort of sunny day all day, so it's it'll lose the light really quickly, I think. But the place I'm going to is a bit of a woodland, so lots of dappled light for a long time yet. So I'm not too worried, and I've got to take it easy anyway. So I'm just going to take my time and head out after I've had something to eat and after I finish the coffee that didn't fit in the thermos. So. Okay, now it's time to go. Now I'm heading out to a place called Livingstone National Park this morning, and it's about a 40-minute drive from where I'm living at the moment, and it's one of the sort of bird hotspots in the area, so I haven't been there yet, so I'm looking forward to just having a look and see what it's like. As I mentioned before, it's pretty chilly overnight. It's still only like 4 degrees this morning. Still quite misty out, but little bits of sun sort of poking through. The sun's quite high, really. It's been up for a couple of hours now, but it's still being filtered quite a lot by the morning fog. It's due to lift quite soon, the fog, so I think it'll be quite sunny by the time I get to the national park, and because it's going to be through a bit of tree line, that dappled sunlight will be quite nice, I think, once we get there. And the sign's a bit worse for wear. This is Livingstone National Park and State Conservation Area, and we're coming in from this bottom section here now. As I came in, it says it's all 4-wheel drive and dry weather roads only, so I don't think I'll be driving too far, but my little 2-wheel drive Lancer. As soon as I got out of the car, there's bird sounds and the views. Really is very beautiful. The 4-wheel drive roads, it's just these humps that you come to. Just that high clearance you need so you don't bottom out. But good thing is I don't need to drive very far, so I'm actually looking forward to having a little bit of a walk. The last couple of weekends I've been just sort of birding from the car, as it were, just pulling up in different roadside areas and seeing what was around near the car. So it'll be nice just to have a bit of a walk this morning. We'll see how we go. What I love about these wet mornings is you just see the cobwebs that you normally walk into when you're having a walk, but it's just that amazing, intricate pattern. I don't know if you can see it very well. I'll try and get some pictures and put it up after, but just incredible. Nature. It's amazing. These grass trees are absolutely spectacular. Xanthoria. They're take years and years and years and years to grow to any reasonable height. Sometimes you get these really big ones in certain places. You just sort of wonder how old they are, but there's quite a few studded through here. And you get like a big flower spike. Actually, you can see one a little bit further back there. It's got a bit of a flower spike. The flowers are all dead now, but different honey eaters love those flower spikes, and yeah, cruise up and down getting nectar. Yeah, it's quite a pretty national park. Quite dense, actually. A few ironbarks around. So yeah, some of those swales are in the road are pretty hefty, but I haven't bottomed out yet. And probably another 500 metres up the road to the place where the nav is trying to take me. So I'll well, this is another thing here. So this is these little scribble marks on the tree here. So they're caused by a moth larvae, scribbly gum moth larvae, and yeah, they feed under the bark before they turn into a moth, and yeah, they cause these little crazy scribble patterns where they've been feeding. So the moth larvae themselves are really quite tiny, and I've never actually seen one myself, but yeah, you see their evidence lots of different places, so you know they're around. Yeah, beautiful. This is one of those ironbarks. Amazingly deep bark, like it's, see my finger in there, it sort of goes in a long way. Tough, really tough bark. Well, the road inside the national park definitely wasn't getting any better, so I've pulled up just 100 or 200 metres in. There's a little clearing here. Plenty of birds calling. Plenty of things going on. So this is as good a place as any, I think, and looking forward to having a bit of a walk just to see what's around. Lots of high-level stuff going on, tree creepers and galahs and little thornbills or yellow thornbills, whatever you want to call them. A few honey eaters around. I have to get the binoculars out and see what they are. No mammals yet, no swamp wallabies or eastern greys. But that fog's completely gone now, and yeah, the forest just looks magnificent. It's just lots of beautiful dappled light in different areas, and there's no walking trails as such, but all the roads are fire trails. So there's sort of clearings. There's one just at the top of the hill that goes up the ridge a little bit further, which I might try with that one. But I'm definitely going to have a walk around this little spot here. Looks like a natural sort of maybe like a watercourse contour going down the hill. So you tend to get a little bit more vegetation in those areas. So probably as good a starting spot as any. A little bit of wind, but some coral, some Australian ravens calling. But definitely, yeah, this is a very nice little spot. I'm glad I came. Yeah, I'm going to finish my coffee and see what's around. grass trees I was talking about, the xanthoria. Huge spike on the top of that one, flower spike. Will look magnificent when it's in flower. Amazing plant though, wow. I've come a bit further back up the hill. Sort of been winding my way back. Not a lot of bird photography opportunities, but plenty of things to hear, plenty of things to look at. Some wattle birds calling in the background here, and heard some choffs when I came back up, which are amazing bird, and a couple of shell ducks flew overhead. So it's I'm gonna hear Ray. Oh, there's one. And just through the trees I can see some open paddock areas, so probably because we're still on the edge of the national park, it's still probably some fair bit of agricultural land nearby. So, but yeah, some nice birds, some pardalates, yellow-faced honeyeaters, yellow thornbills are being sort of quite plentiful. Other things not so much, but and tree creepers, and they've been quite plentiful as well. So yeah, but lots of fungi around, which is awesome. Lots of different types. I'm not really across all my fungi, so I'm taking some pictures and I'll try and ID them when I get back. But, some evidence of mammals around. Had some kangaroo poo before, and wombat, which was, they got like these little square bricks that they pass. It was really funny because one of the spots I was at, there was a one poo on one side of a branch, and then one poo on top of a branch, and then one poo on the other side of the branch. So obviously a bit of effort getting over that branch. But yeah, a little bit different woodland at the top of the hill. So I'm gonna enjoy having a little walk around here. Fitness probably still isn't great yet. Still got a bit of this bug, whatever I got. But anyway, yeah, gonna have a bit of a wander. Well, I'm just heading back out now. Spent a good couple of hours in here. It's been amazing. A few walks and a little bit of time sitting next to some little creek lines with some pools in them, frogs calling, birds flitting around, flame robins and yellow-faced honeyeaters, and collared sparrowhawk came down to have a quick look. Not too many photo opportunities today, but still not fully fit after the flu. I mean, it's still, I've still got traces of it, I think, so not surprising. But yeah, the walking was a bit hard going today. So yeah, plenty of breaks, sitting down, just enjoying what's around. Really, it's one of these places I'm definitely going to come back to. Found a few little spots that I'm going to set up a hide, I think, and maybe just spend an hour or so and see what comes along. Maybe yeah, a bit later in winter or getting towards the beginning of spring maybe. But yeah, I'm so glad I came out today. It was really worth the drive, and yeah, the swales weren't too bad, but I wouldn't want to be coming out here if there's been too much rain. It's well, in a two-wheel drive vehicle anyway. It could get a bit boggy in a couple of places, but the road's mostly gravel. It's really quite good, so just need that little bit of clearance to make sure you don't bottom out on those swales. But yeah, really nice day. Just only saw one other car out here, just having a drive by the looks of it. So very peaceful, very beautiful, very relaxing. And yeah, nothing like being out and about in nature, just to sit and enjoy and take in all that energy and yeah, reinvigorate yourself. So might stop at my flame robin place on the way back that I found and try my luck before I head back. I've got a nice that sounded like something, a little bit of a bottom out, but yeah, I got a nice chili non-carne cooking in the slow cooker. Oh yeah, you just hear that muffler scraping every now and again on those bigger swales. But yeah, lots of nice beans that I soaked overnight, and I'll go back and I'll put some, well, everything's in there cooking away, but when I go back I'll put some, what's a wattle birds around here, put some seaweed in there, and yeah, some brown rice cooking away in the slow cooker that I put on in the rice cooker that I put on delay. So house should be nice and full of nice smells when I get back, which will be something to look forward to. I was just driving down the road on the way to that site, and I don't know, about 100 odd galahs took off from a little dam near the road and are in the trees. So I'm just gonna, there's a bull complaining that I'm here too. Anyway, I'm just gonna pop this out the window and see if you can hear them. They really are something special, galahs. I'll try and hold it steady. There's a male flame robin just feeding on the edge of the road, sort of coming in and coming out of the light. Sort of looked like it was going to get a bit closer, but yeah, I'll sit here for 10 minutes or so, see what it does. Absolutely stunning bird. Well, it's been a nice day out again. Just lost the last of the good light, so heading back home, and yeah, lost my voice a little bit too, I think, today, talking too much, but yeah, no, it was a really enjoyable day out. Spent the last couple of hours just driving the back lanes, going to a couple of places that I know have been good in the past for birds, and yeah, flame robins and crimson rosellas, crested pigeons, and superb fairy wrens to finish the day off with, which has yeah, been really nice. So gonna go back and see how the chili non-carne is going, and hopefully I got my timer right on that brown falcon. It's been on that same perch the last 4 times I've driven past here. Yeah, now I've downloaded the pictures. I haven't really touched them up very much, but I thought I'd just go through them, just so quick week recap of what I saw today. But Livingstone National Park was a really nice national park to go to, and the adjoining conservation area. It was really nice. Not a lot of photo opportunities, but it was a very nice morning out just to have a walk around. And here's one of those cobwebs I was telling you about, that the morning dew from that really heavy fog that we had, just beating on this cobweb. I just thought it just looked absolutely stunning. And you know, you don't always see the cobwebs, but when that morning dew's around, you just can't help but notice them. It's a red wattlebird, and despite that very yellow sort of belly that you can see, the name for the red wattlebird comes from these red sort of fleshy wattles that it has on the sides of its neck. It's one of the larger honey eaters we have in Australia. A male golden whistler. And a Australian iconic bird, the laughing kookaburra. Just a beautiful bird, a very large kingfisher, it gets its name from, or common name from, the real sort of laughing, chortling call that it's got. A yellow-faced honeyeater, female, flame robin. There was quite a few of them around. White-throated tree creeper. Grey shrike thrush, and on the way back, as I was driving along the lanes between Livingstone National Park and Cookadinia, there was some lambs and sheep in a paddock, so I just sort of had to stop and take a couple of pictures. Very cute. And there's another honeyeater. So this is the noisy miner, and noisy miners can be a bit of a pest species. They sort of gang up together and sort of drive off other birds that might come into their sort of patch of woodland. They do it because they farm these lerps. They're just like an insect that feeds on the sap of trees, and they secrete like a sugary substance, and the noisy miners sort of milk these lerps and get that sugary secretion as a food source, and so they protect patches of woodland, and as I say, they sort of gang up on other birds and drive them away. So they can be a real pest species. Very beautiful, but a bit of a problem. One of those galahs, absolutely beautiful cockatoo. That was in that big flock that took off from a farm dam at the edge of the road as I was driving along, and an absolutely stunning Australian cockatoo. There's a male superb fairy wren in non-breeding plumage, and a female superb fairy wren, and a male flame robin, which is just an absolutely gorgeous bird. Stunning colours, and really lucky to be able to get some more pictures of those. I really enjoy the opportunity at the moment to be able to go around those backcountry lanes and have plenty of flame robins around. And the female flame robin, which again is a stunning bird, and just that beautiful buff colouring is just very, very beautiful in its own right. A crimson rosella that was hanging on the top of a tree. There was about 3 or 4 of them in a group, and that's an adult. And the very last bird of the day was a crested pigeon. So a native pigeon to Australia. There's a few introduced ones, but this is a native, and they actually have a very like a tapered feather in their wing, one of their primary wing feathers, and as they fly, it makes a whistling sound. Absolutely beautiful pigeon. So not a great day for lots of diversity, but really nice day all the same. Lots of different species there, just not a lot of photo opportunities, but really enjoyed my day out at Livingstone and driving back through Cookadinia. It was a very nice day.